but this, it's the biggest thing ever. Like, there's a little bit of wonky CGI when you're looking at it from modern eyes.
Yeah.
But there's also a whole lot of real cars flopping around and real stunt people doing flips on wires and doing things.
Well, they basically built a whole freeway to do it.
Yeah. In stark contrast to like the Burly Brawl before that, which, over-reliance on CGI.
That doesn't hold
feel
up
real
for me.
because it's in the Matrix. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Matrix. It doesn't feel real, but it does feel like the actors are actually interacting with each other, at least. And there's also just, it's so complicated, but it doesn't feel, you don't get lost ever. That there are many different parties trying to do different things, but you always know what everybody wants. That these people are trying to get the Keymaker out of here. The Ghost Twins are trying to get him back. The agents are warping around just trying to kill our guys. And of course the agent, it's at this point in the Matrix series, the agents have been kind of nerfed as a threat, that Neo has slapped them around so much that it's hard to take them as seriously as you did in the first movie. But this makes such great use of their sort of like, their superpower of being able to possess random Matrix civilians, and turn random cars on the road into enemy vehicles that are then swerving into them.
Yeah, that's super cool.
And then of course, yeah.
And the fact that Neo is not there, and it is in fact structured as, can Neo get there in time from the other side of the world? That's all cool. That's a smart way of using his super being abilities to create kind of narrative tension. That's a problem they wrote for themselves in the Matrix sequels, and this is probably the best solution to it that they come up with.
Yeah,
the best and biggest.
I'm not a huge fan of the movie overall, but it's a fantastic sequence. I mean, there are some great sequences in that movie, and this is the best one.
High point of the sequels for sure. I think
yes.
I enjoy the architect scene, I suppose, but I think ultimately the closest the sequels get to just sort of the purity of the first one is got to be that chase. It just pushes the envelope in the same way that the first film did, and yeah, it's kind of a legendary car chase as a result, with some indelible things. And I mean, those Ghost Twins, I don't understand what their deal is entirely. I don't think they totally work, but they're certainly memorable. And I'll seeing the guys jump on the top of cars, it's still cool to this day. And then the big final fight on top of the truck trailer between Morpheus and who's that guy? Daniel Bernhardt. Yeah, the second agent. That's great shit. That's really fun. Falling off and catching yourself by sticking a sword in the side of the car. That's the kind of cool shit you want, and where they completely delivered. I would say.
Yeah, just using the Matrix stuff. That Trinity can jump onto a tractor trailer and steal a motorcycle and get it started, and then drive it the wrong way down a freeway, which is just looks awesome. I mean, I know that they're CGI in some of those cars, but they really did drive a motorcycle into traffic on their freeway that they built, with actual cars. It's just, it's great stuff all around. And really the like I said, the high point of the sequels, that's the one part where it feels like, okay, they blew up the scale of what they had done in the first movie, but kept it in the world in a way that didn't, I don't know, it was satisfying. Like, yeah. I guess the other thing that they held back from the first movie that you got to do in the sequels is the big, like, real world battle sequence with the mechs and the flying octopus robots.
Boo that. Though.
And they didn't pull that off. But they went bigger inside the Matrix in this one case where it really worked and holds up.
Yeah.
So that sends it back to John for his second pick.
Okay, second pick. Let's see. This is tough now. Like you said, I'm kind of like,